Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Lux, and I'm still going to attempt to face off against Viego. I really want the rewards for beating Viego with either Lux or Leona. If I can beat Viego with Lux, then I probably won't need to use Leona, but if things turn out the same way the last run did, I'm definitely going to need the extra help, or some extra help. But I can also just try with Leona beforehand. All of this seem pretty bad. Let's reroll once. Flexible game plan. Yeah, sure, I'm going to take the flexible game plan. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but I don't want to spend too many rerolls on our opening power, but maybe I should. If I could get some power that's synergized with our game plan, things would be significantly easier. Maybe the one that gives you full spell mana every turn. That would be great. Well, let's just ramp up with Succession, try to get 2 Lux, and then we're going to kill the opponent.
Take a look at this.
I've got your back. Honor guide me.
The opponent summons a Frenzied Skitterer. Yep, it's a Frenzied Skitterer. So I'll lose my ability to block with all of my units once he attacks. It's going to hurt a lot. Yep. Well, at the very least I'll be able to block the miss rather than taking full damage from the attack. I'm pretty sure I can just go for a kill this turn. The opponent only has 35 life. Like, realistically, what are the odds the opponent survives this? Do I even want to attack? I'm going to attack like so. I'll hold the Lux back. My bad, I should have supported something with the Bright Steel for my protector. Let's go ahead and give Lux Barrier. Double up on that. 4, 3. I'll hold. Next turn I'll be able to go for a Falling Comet, and I'll get enough. Oh, and this, like so. So, then I pull this one here. Yeah, perfect. Next turn I'll just Falling Comet whatever he summons, and I'll win off of the Raleigh effect. At least that's what I think will happen. Yeah, I'll let you go ahead and do that. I have 2 rallies. There's no way the opponent can deal with that. Especially considering he's going ahead and trading in like so. Now he has no blockers at all.
Stand back. I'll contain the threat.
Who's the threat here?
Move down magic.
And that's it. I took a bunch of damage, but I'm not necessarily concerned about whether or not I'll have enough health. I'm pretty sure I'll die from Fiora proccing her effect way before I die from damage. Honestly, Fleet Admiral Shelly might be good enough at 3 mana, especially. Nivea, Shen, or a second version of Lux. Spirit's Refuge is a good card, Key Guardian not so much. Nivea is not the greatest in this deck. Let's just reroll once. LeBlanc, Naza's Taric. Bastion's a decent card actually. Weight of Judgment. If only it had actually decent upgrades. I'm going to reroll yet again. Twisted Fate, Ambassador, Nautilus. Public Execution is 6 mana. And Rictus is a decent jump blocker because I get 2 of it. But Twisted Fate gives me card draw, but I don't really need card draw, do I? I generate so much value. I'm going to take the Ambassador and hope for the best. Let's go for the Monastery of Iran in order to hopefully cut a bad card from my deck. Though I'm not even sure what card I would cut. Let's toss all of these. I guess I'll keep the Vanguard Sergeant. I can play it on 3 alongside the Succession actually. Or I can go with Admiral Shelley. Nah. Actually, I'll go ahead and dump as many cards from my hand as possible.
Confine and contain.
Now I have a spell for turn 6. 2 spells, in fact. Definitely need to block here. Let's try to trade in like so.
You'll go no farther.
What are you hiding?
I only take 3 this way. Let's drop the Fleet Admiral Shelley. Hope that I get Lux eventually. Except none of these are Lux. It's kind of unfortunate that I'm getting unlucky and not getting Lux. Let's go ahead and do this, I suppose. Trade in like so. Start chipping away at the opponent's health. I'm going to go Remembrance, perhaps. Actually, I'll go Ambassador. It acts as a fine blocker against some of the opponent's attackers. And I have to take the 11 because I don't want to compromise the Admiral Shelley. Let's drop another Vanguard Sergeant. Honestly, I might just go... Yeah, I'll go Remembrance into the Demacia.
Stand strong.
Let's attack like so. Most of my units survive this upcoming attack. And I can do this. Attack like so. Then I'll do this. Attack like so.
We march.
Yeah, I found the lethal option. Now I can go for the midnight raid on the Great Thorn, which gives me another rally effect. And now I attack with everything else. That was like 4 or 5 attacks on a single turn. I basically leveled up Ambassa right or on a single turn. So I think I definitely did the correct choice. Unless it's the innovation, refill your spell mana. I suppose, just because it's a 6 cost spell. Heal or cut a card. Let's cut the Lohan Protégé. We don't really need the 3 mana challenger. Okay, Succession is a keep, so is Vanguard Sergeant, Merseeker Conservator. I would like it if I could heal a little bit before the Fiora fight, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. Oh cool! The Herald of Dragons is reducing the cost of the Merseeker Persuaders. That's a neat little interaction, because they're technically dragons.
Take a look at this.
Sure, I'll pass. Honestly, I just lost my last attempt with Lux because the opponent's encroaching mists got fearsome. Without fearsome, I would have been able to jump block him like so.
I will hold the line.
That's definitely what caused me to lose.
Press on. My quest is done.
Take my elders.
Ooh, Emperor's Divide. That's probably not going to come up. Oh, if I could set up a Fleet Admiral Shelley before attacking. I'll do this instead. Yeah, sure, I'll burn the final sparks, unfortunately,
I've been hiding my light too long.
but I don't think I need them.
Side by side, into battle.
Okay, that's unexpected. Let's do this. Let's comet that thing. And now I just buff up my whole board by 1 billion.
By the light.
That's not exactly what I wanted to target. Ah, it's fine.
For justice and
You can't outrun justice. You have no alibi.
The opponent takes 17, but I can attack again, so actually the opponent's just dead. Nice. I'll be able to restore a bit of health, because I didn't lose any here.
illuminate the enemy. I'm determined.
Exactly what I wanted.
Do we win?
But now I have to face off against Fiora, which is going to be a problem. Blinding Assault, Referring Glory Seeker, all of these are crap. Guess I'm picking up the Referring Glory Seeker because it's the least bad out of all of those. Flash of Brilliance, back to back. Dragon's Rage, I suppose. Summon a random champion of my cost. Well, it's a decent 6 cost spell. There's no reason for me not to pick it up. Then I get to the healer and I can cut a card from my deck. I'll cut the Referring Glory Seeker. Let's try to keep the deck as thin as possible,
Guts down,
because my entire game plan hinges on getting Lux and casting a bunch of spells with the Chemtech duplicator and Lux on board. Let's hope that I get Lux here, otherwise I'm just screwed. Okay, let's try to bait the opponent into playing something. It's fine. Let's ramp up to Lux. And I suppose I'll drop a Vanguard Sergeant as well. Get some units on board in case the opponent goes for a free attack, or for an open attack, I mean.
If only Fiora could see me now.
She can. She's not impressed.
Let's play the
We can do
Lux.
this. I'll write my
The opponent has no pieces of removal. Interesting. Problem comes if the opponent somehow has removal here at fast speed. Let's just hope he doesn't.
I've been hiding my light too long.
Okay. And the unfortunate part is that the opponent's going to kill the Lux by doing that. Unless I do this, of course. I suppose I'll attack with everything. Since I have 2 champions now, might as well. And
Let's brighten up
next
their
turn
day.
I'm going to kill the opponent. Unless he comes back in some sort of spectacular way. Let's go for the Remembrance. I have too many cards in hand. Ooh, you're challenging my Mountain Drake, or one of them, of Frightening.
Command you.
It's almost like I care or something. Yeah, by this point you can kill the Lux. She already served her purpose. And game over. Just like that.
The expanse of eternity stretched out before me.
That was a lot less troublesome than I anticipated.
Be consumed by the black mist.
To be fair, I'm not certain what I was expecting from
Blast all things.
Actually, I was expecting a lot worse from Fiora. She could have had more combat tricks that would have caused me trouble. Philosopher's Stone, Savage Shield, anti-up. Definitely don't want anti-up. So we're taking the Savage Shield on the Lux to improve our stats. And I'm definitely taking the duplicate, because if I can somehow triplicate some of the spells cast, I can just overwhelm the opponent in such a spectacular manner. Like, I can go double succession, which will immediately give me enough mana to go for double spell casts with Lux. I can also Fleet Admiral Shelley doubled up, but nah, I want the ramp.
To the field.
And then I'll go for the Fleet Admiral Shelley.
I'm actually here.
Next turn I'll just play Lux. I'll actually I will not be able to double up spells because I won't have enough mana to play anything alongside the Lux.
The sun is shining. We should
Oh, but I get 2 Luxes actually. Well, fortunately, I got 2 Luxes because he's about to kill one of them.
I will hold the line.
This is my
And he
choice.
also is going to remove the Fleet Admiral Shelley, which is kind of unlucky for me. I wanted it around in order to double up all of my buffs. There's no problem. I'm still going to win here.
Better,
I'm pretty sure.
brighter than before.
I get 3 units on board by doing this.
Your aptitude is impressive.
Today,
Then I can
tide of war.
attack with everything,
Get in battle.
just like so.
I'm ready.
It's
And I suppose I can go for a 2-cost unit,
corrupt Demacia from within.
Your Demasia's nothing like what
and then I'll rally. And I'll attack again,
and all things bright.
like so.
Justice.
Stand strong.
And then I'll be able to go for another rally,
A noble end.
just like so.
Illuminate.
You have no alibi.
No regrets.
The problem is that I can't target anything with the Falling Comet. My bad. I was intending to use the Falling Comet in order to
Magic corrupt
go for
within.
Your
another
Demasia's
rally
nothing
effect,
like
but
what I know.
I messed it up by killing all of the opponent's units. It's fine, I'll still be able to
Soldiers,
close out the game here. Just do that. Get a bunch of final sparks. Buff up my entire board with Fleet Admiral Shelley. I see.
a beacon through the dark.
I might have been able to remove that thing, but I didn't need to. Let's just
I'll contain the threat.
Who's the threat?
drop down my units. And now we go for the rally and close out the game. Pretty simple.
Into battle with hearts aglow.
We even leveled up Ambessa, even though we didn't use her once. I decided to go for a healer, but I don't even know what card I would cut in this situation. Pickaxe on Lux, Thermogenic Beam. I guess Thermogenic Beam is fine because if it's the first card I play in the turn, my mana gets refilled. I guess I'll cut the Mage Seeker Inciter. Yeah, let's cut the Mage Seeker Inciter. It's not that exciting of a card. No, this is not a good power. Let's reroll. An ally dies, deal 1 to the enemy nexus. It's alright, I guess. Better than nothing. Get 2 empty mana gems for the top 5 cards of your deck. Draw each card that costs 8+. 6 mana, ramp 2. Do I want that? 3 mana, 3/2. The opponent discards a card. The rewards I get before Viego are a champion item chest and something random. How many cards do I have in deck? 29? Yeah, I don't think I want to clutter up my deck with anything else. So let's just move along. We have 29 cards. We have a consistent game plan that we're working towards. Don't want to screw it up by getting cards that are bad for us. Ooh. If only I had ramp. There it is. Yeah, sure, I'll play the succession to get enough mana for Lux and to start doubling up my spells next turn. Then I'll go Fleet Admiral Shelley. Oh, that's unfortunate. The Stirred Spirits is going to be able to block the Shelley. Encroaching Mists with Overwhelm. That's unfortunate as well.
The light follows.
But at the very least I
Contain.
can go ahead and jump block like so. And that one there, that one there. Block there. Block there. We'll get to keep a decent amount of units on board. And we're starting to chip away at the opponent's health bar with our spells. I'm just going to do this in order to get some cards out of our hand.
A beacon in battle.
This is a good card to get. Next turn I'll definitely open it with that. I have too many cards in hand, especially considering Lux is generating a bunch of falling comets. If only I had the Fleet Admiral Shelley on board to buff up all of these Dragonlings. Still fine because the opponent's going to end up taking a bunch of damage. But it would have been even better if the opponents ended up losing even more life because the Dragonlings had the extra attack. Sure, I'll protect the Lux and start going for attacks.
For justice and all
And I'll toss one of the Luxes away. Mostly because I feel like we're generating too many cards from the falling comets and whatnot. At the very least I'll be able to close out this game with a full life total, and in addition to that I'll never mind, maybe not the full life total. Let's do this. Hopefully remove the threats from the board.
shine with me.
Let's burn that thing down. And hopefully buff up my Lux and my illegal contraption enough to get them out of range.
We fight till we're ragged, then we fight again!
No more holding back.
There. We managed to close out the game without losing a single point of health. In quotes, I actually took a bit of damage, but I gained it back with the Dragonlings.
The superior tactic is to never give up.
And now we have reached Viego. He was the one that ended up costing us the run last time. Sure, Might of the Vanguard. It's decent. It spends all our mana. Page, Excavator's Charge, definitely. With the amount of cards we're playing a turn, it's going to end up proving very useful. And I'm going to keep the Thermogenic Beam just because I feel like it will be useful. And in that case, the card I would want to cut is probably the Public Execution. I haven't used it once. Perhaps the Rictus. Yeah, I'll cut the Rictus. Now watch as I need the Rictus in order to get early board control. And it ends up being the thing that costs us the game. Let's just hope that the item that the Encroaching Mists the opponent has is not one that's extremely hard for me to deal with. Well, let's start off by ramping. That's slow. Let's go Fleet Admiral Shelley. Or attacking like so. Encroaching Mist with Fearsome. That was the thing that did me in last time. I'm actually going to go for Lux right away here. The opponent has hard removal in his deck, so 2 Lux should help counteract that exactly. I'm going to go for a spell like so in order to be able to block 2 of the opponent's units. -2, -2, 6 is 8, so he's not currently at risk of killing us just yet. But it's getting there, or killing us in quotes. I mean, leveling up. Oh, actually, it levels up because I went ahead and made a mistake. A crucial mistake, in fact. I killed something with Lux. I shouldn't have. Now my Lux is going to perish, and I won't be able to double up spells. Well, I have Calling Comet. So it's not the worst thing in the world. And just do this. Start or continue building up our board a little bit. After the Admiral Shelley dies, I'm just going to play another Lux down. That thing's going to summon a Viego.
Your Demasia's nothing like what I know.
Let's attack like so. The opponent obviously blocks with that. I'm actually going to do this. Mostly just so I can kill that unit with the thermogenic beam, and then the opponent's going to lose the ability to block next turn because he will have no other units on board. Except one singular Encroaching Mist. Oh, and he gets a Fleet Admiral Shelley from my units. Forgot about that part. There's not really a card I want to triple up. Or that I can triple up comfortably, so I guess we're doing Falling Comet.
I've been hiding my light too long.
We'll level up Lux. We get Final Sparks. I have to trade these ones in, otherwise I'll die if I let that attack go through. Well, with the battering ram and all of our rally effects, I'll actually be able to get a bunch of attack on it. That's a plus. In fact, I might even be able to close out the game here, mostly because the Lux is so massive. This turn the opponent gets Viego back. Actually, don't close out the game here. So he has one turn to do something. Actually no, Viego is not the largest unit, Encroaching Mist is. Interesting. Do I want to go for the Masia? I'm going to do it. Mostly because it's funny to triple it up and get a whole bunch of board-wide buffs on my units. The Harrowing. Very scary. Fortunately the opponent used that on a defensive turn instead of an offensive one. Imagine if he had used that to protect himself or to attack me. I would have been done for. But instead the opponent just used that to stop me from attacking him. I mean, it might work. I definitely do not have enough stats on board to go for a lethal out, I think. So I have to actually let all of those things go away before I try to kill him. The opponent's definitely surviving, I'll give him that. And now he's healing himself. But it appears the opponent has run out of luck. Ooh, Dawning Shadow, and it's not even on the Lux. Interesting. Well, in that case I'll let it go through. But the opponent unfortunately doesn't have enough to survive here. Ooh, that was a significantly better performance. I definitely messed up there at the end by getting Viego leveled up. But fortunately it didn't matter after everything I was capable of doing. So yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.